Hey guys, Tony TM Pokemon here, and this is the Tony TM Talks channel where we try to spread some positivity and good vibes throughout the community, and I appreciate you being here. First things first, want to say, hopefully you had a good day so far, give you some positive vibes, just a sprinkle of a little bit of a happiness for you. Hopefully you're having a good day, and I just want to say as well, thank you to everybody that's come over to this channel from the Tony TM Pokemon channel. Appreciate you guys a ton. We've had over 100 subscribers already on this channel, which is absolutely insane, so I just want to say thank you guys so much for coming over, and now let's talk about something that I think we all deserve. Happiness. I think we all deserve happiness in every single day. I think, unfortunately, we live in a world where there's a lot of negativity around. And my number one thing for you and to tell you guys will always be, it's easy to say, don't let negativity win. It's very easy to say that, right? It's very easy. But it's very difficult in a world that, unfortunately, is just surrounded by negativity. There's so much around, and all the time, no matter where you look, there will be negativity, right? And it's impossible to avoid. It's impossible to stop. It's impossible to hide. But there is good news. There's a way out, right? There's ways that you can try to choose positivity and choose happiness in everyday situations. And the number one way I'd start to tell you guys is, the number one thing in my little trick that I put in my brain sometimes is try to start your day with something that you enjoy. Just kickstart your day with something that you like, whether that's, going ahead and messaging a family member or playing Pokemon Go or, going and just doing something you like, or just breathe, relax. I think the number one thing that happens for a lot of people is, especially right now, there's a lot of negativity on the internet, and it gets pushed. Like, it's almost like algorithms push negativity forward sometimes way too much, and it just ends up just in your brain. You're seeing all this horrible stuff on the internet, and then you're hearing something on the news and stuff like that, and I think it just gets into a lot of people's brains, and I think it's a reason why a lot of people, resort. Also, the truth is, it's sometimes hard to be positive. It's hard. It really is hard sometimes. Sometimes negativity is so much easier to do. It's a quick fix. It's like, oh, I could just be negative instead of positive. It takes actual brain function to go to and be positive. You have to make a conscious decision to do that. It's almost like default is negativity. And so thing for you guys is, the thing that I always do to start, kind of try to remind myself is, and I'm not perfect, right? I'm really not perfect. Sometimes stuff gets to me all the time. I have a lot of stuff that gets to me, but number one thing I try to do is kind of breathe, kind of reset the mental, be like, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Right. And that's one thing. And then the other thing is, I try to focus on the positivity in each situation, right? Like, even if it's a negative situation overall, I can find one positive in there. Like, for example, the best example I could give, let's say you play a soccer game, football game, right? You lose 5-2, right? You lose 5-2. You lost. You're out. You lost. You're down. But hey, I had a really good pass to my friend there, or I had a really good shot. I scored, right? Or I, did something that in that whole situation, although it's a net loss, you found something good in there, right? And that can happen in everyday situation, right? I had a fight with a friend, right? But hey, wait, we had this memory and stuff, and we fought before and we got over it, so now we could also get over this, right? It's just like, try to find that one little positive. It could be 99 negatives and one positive. You find that positive, it's going to be so much happier in the long run, because if you focus too much on the negative, you're going to keep resorting to negative, right? And it's kind of like, just like people build habits all the time. I think building a habit of finding the positive in a situation will always benefit you in the long run. And I guess, I don't know if you guys like this style of videos. You guys let me know in the comments down below. But it's something that I'm just passionate about. I'd say the number one thing that my purpose on this planet is to add positivity and happiness and positive vibes to people's days. I do that through Pokemon Go streams. I do that through videos and everything. And I'm just so thankful to be in the position that I'm in. So I'm trying to do my little bit extra work to make sure that I do get that positivity and message out to all you guys, whether that's through a video here where I'm just telling you to make sure to go ahead and, try to find the positives. This channel will have just kind of like fun, videos, motivational videos, stuff like that. So you guys let me know in the comments down below what style of video you guys want to see. But yeah, I'd say number one thing always will be, make sure that you're actively looking for the positive, because if you actively look for positive, it will find you, right? If you actively look for negative, it will find you and it will suffocate you, right? It will always do it, right? I've learned that from the past. I've had a lot of stuff in my life go on, and I've learned from my whole life. I've always been an energetic guy, always been trying to be uplifting, positive, and I've always found that people will always butt heads with that, right? So when you go full positive and you know everything, people are going to combat you. So just make sure that you're happy, make sure that you're choosing your happiness, make sure that you're choosing your positivity, and make sure that you're just happy in your decisions and look for the positive, and make sure you have a great day. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.